I started off at Sherlock, I say 20 years ago. I started off doing load security checks for Speedy Hire. I took over from another chap. He left shortly afterwards. I took over from him. I did that for years, and I think in the end we'd done something like 3,500 checks, spot checks. So these are basically vehicle checks that you do when they come into the depot, and you check the load's been tied down, you check all their paperwork, you check they've been on the the proper courses and all this, and then you give them a result. It's either a red, amber or green, depending how bad or how good the result was. So I did that for many years, and then I thought, well, while I'm at the depots, I may as well look at their security systems, because there were quite a few break-ins occurring at that time, and I was travelling the whole company. So I thought if I could design a short security survey, which we then call the security assessment, we could look at this. I was already in the depot, so there was no travelling time, no expense there. So I devised a security assessment, again with a simple traffic light, red, amber, green. And this was quite useful because at depots, especially where they've been broken into, I knew how they'd been broken into, and I could actually correlate the results I was giving, on these surveys with the actual break-ins. So the idea was, would it be a predictor for where break-ins were like to happen at other depots? And in the end, by tailoring it to knowing all the work that Sherlock were doing on the investigations, managed to get really good correlation between the break-ins and problems with fraud or whatever else with these surveys. And in the end, I think we did about 400 surveys.